Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Encrypted Angels Nursery. I am Dax, and we'll get to this little fellow's name later on. Alright, and today we are doing Fun for Friday. And while I change him, I'm going to tell you about Storybrooke's first official outing yesterday and how it went, what we did, all of that good juicy details. And then after that, we will get to his name reveal. Yes. All right, so let's get started. He is already wearing like elephants. So elephants don't really, I guess they do have some fur on them technically. But anyway, I am going to include a picture of my other cat for the Fun for Friday. Because what we're changing him into, although it has animals on it, I don't think it technically counts. At least in my head it doesn't. Alright, so let's get to Storybrooke's trip. Okay, so I got there and checked in. They had me meet up with one of the lovely staff members who showed me around. First we went back to this one area where some people were eating some snacks or having something to drink or whatever. And they were all like, you should have seen the way some of their eyes just like, well, almost all of them, like their eyes just lit up as soon as I brought her in. Everybody thought she was real at first. Everybody did. They could not believe she was a doll. More on that here in a minute. They just could not believe she was a doll. So a few of them, we had to tell these lovely people to assure them, she's a doll, you can hold her. She's a doll, it's okay. And so they did. And those that did just loved her. Absolutely loved her. Yes. So she was a big hit. Big hit. And not just by the attendance. And in case you're not sure, if this is your first video you're watching, I took one of my other dolls, Storybrooke, into an assisted living facility yesterday. And that was my first time ever taking a doll out. And it was certainly Storybrooke's first outing. So yeah, that's what we did. So that's what I'm talking about. So this facility, the attendants there, they just absolutely loved her. And then she took me, after we finished taking her around to those lovely people there, we then went to another area where there was some more lovely people, lovely attendants hanging out. And they too were just loving her. I took off her mitts. And I took off one of her socks so they could all see her feet and hands and the wrinkles. I was also showing them her head where you could see how well the veins were painted on and the soft spot even. Like all of that. They just could not believe it. And it wasn't just the attendants, the staff too. The staff, they were just in awe. They could not believe that she was a doll. And how well she was weighted. They're like, oh my gosh, she really does feel like a real baby. I'm like, There was one staff member there who informed me, I wish I would have written down the name, you guys. But she informed me that her mom is a reborn, let me show you these socks. I'll finish my sentence. She informed me that her mom is a reborn doll artist. So she's a local artist. And I really, next time I go, I'd like to get her mother's business name. And yeah. Okay, so these socks were sent in his unboxing when I unboxed him just the other day. And my artist, I already told her his name. I already knew his name. Right off the bat, I knew his name. And so I think she knew, because she knew his name, I think she sent these socks for a reason. So just keep that in mind for later on when I tell you his name. Okay, so on with Storybrooke's outing. So yeah, there was everybody loved her, staff loved her. Even staff was coming out of like other areas that they were working. They're like, hey, I heard that there is a doll that's like just like a real baby. I wanted to take a look real quick. And I'm like, yeah, here she is. You want to hold her? And they're like, yeah. They're like, oh my gosh. You know, so it was the attendants, it was the staff. They were all just totally amazed, just astonished, amazed. And again, I have to tell you guys, the way their eyes just lit up, like their mouth just gaped open and just lit up, and you could see that spark. And there was a couple of people that were really cute that came up to her, and they're like, hello, cute little girl. They're like, hello, little cutie. Hello, you be a good, you know, well, she is a girl, so you be a good girl, you know, on her nose. I'm not on his, he's a boy, but you know what I mean. So they were, I think at least there was 3 people, attendants, that did not understand she was a doll. I think I just don't think they understood that part. Oh, I never took your hat off. There we go. Speaking of beautiful painting, look at that, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Inside of his ear. It's not focusing. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's a beautiful face. I'm sorry, there we go. Alright. And lay him back down. I should have put a onesie on underneath you. That's okay. Maybe I'll do that later. And you'll be okay with that one, because we'll wrap you in a blanket on top of this too. So, okay, so everybody was just loving her. Just absolutely loving her. And so it was a really great experience, and I really enjoyed it. I know Storybrooke had a great time. Yeah, so I am gonna look into scheduling going back again another time. Yeah. So we had a really great time. Okay, so here's another clue to a name. I bet you guys are getting curious now, huh? So his socks and now his hand mitts are a clue. All right. So to tell you a little bit more about this guy, when I was doing his unboxing, I said I mentioned it. But again, this might be your first time here watching one of my videos, so I'll tell all of you. There was another doll I was looking at and thinking about getting, and I was pretty sure that was the one that I wanted. And I do want to get that sculpt one day. I really do. I want to get that sculpt. And even though I was really positive that was the next doll I was gonna get, I went to sleep one night and I had a dream of him. I dreamed of him. I dreamed of him being in my nursery and just like playing with him, doing things like what I'm doing now, having him on video, changing his clothes, interacting with him. So yeah, I had a dream about this little guy. And when I woke up the next day, I asked my artist, can I please get this little guy instead? And she said, sure, of course. And I said, okay, thank goodness. All right, so I'm gonna put this little Pooh Bear hat on him. This is the only outfit really that I had for him right now that was a little bit warm, because it's raining and kind of cool outside. So it's the only outfit that I had for him that's a little bit warm, where he can be nice and snuggly and warm and stuff. Okay. All right, so yeah, I had a dream about him. And then, as you know, I did the unboxing. I can link that video. And so, are you guys ready for the name reveal? Okay, so his name is, and please don't post this in the comments, okay? Please don't say it in the comments. But his name reveal is Dragon Dreams. And I'm spelling dream, well, I'll put it on the screen. So Dremes. Yes, Dragon Dreams. And I don't think I showed his outfit. I'm getting really bad about that. He's wearing the Pooh Bear outfit. It says, "Hello, little friend." And it has Pooh Bear and Tigger and Eeyore and even little Piglet. And that's the reason why I was like, well, technically there's animals on his outfit, but it is like Pooh Bear. So for some reason I feel like that doesn't really count. That's more like a Disney Monday thing, but that's not what we're doing. We're doing Fun Fur Friday. I already showed you guys the picture of the cat. So, all right. Say bye, Dragon. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you, everyone. Bye.